Hello, welcome to Upavon. I'm Tom. In this fly tying video today we're going to be tying one of my favourite buzzer patterns. Very simple fly. It's a stripped quill with goose biot cheeks, and then I'm going to put a little hotspot on the cheeks. It's been one of my best buzzers for a number of years. I like quite simple buzzer patterns, but just a little hotspot on the cheeks just makes it stand out when you have got a lot of naturals. So in the vise we've got a B175 equivalent, and this is a barbless, and this is the Fario wet fly in a size 12. The thread I'm going to go for is the UTC 70 denier in black. So to start by catching in at the eye, touch and turns, holding the tag piece at 45 degrees, just working our way down. Just going to trim away the excess, and then I'm going to go slightly round the bend of the hook. Now the first material that I'm going to put in is a stripped quill. These are from Vineyard, very natural. They're hand stripped, so they don't suffer with snapping like the ones that have been bleached do. So not massively long, but you do get fantastic barring because they come out of the eye of the peacock feather. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim away some of this flue, and I'm going to tie in some of this real fine section, and we're going to tie that in up the length of the body, going back up again, touching turns just to help build up a little bit of profile to the fly. Let's go all the way up to the eye, and then we're going to work back down. And then back up to where we're going to attach the goose biots. Be about there. So because these are quite short, I'm going to go in with my hackle pliers. Leave nice open even turns. As we get a bit thicker we might just have to open the turns up a little bit to try and keep the body nice and even. There we go. One more, and we'll cross over the thread and lock this off. Just going to trim away some of this, and then we're going to catch in, put the tag again, just help build up that taper. There we are. Right, so for the wing casings I'm going to use the Upavon Goose Biots in yellow. As you can see, lovely bright colour. Now with this, what I like to do to help build up again a little bit of taper is I'm going to go with 2 on either side. This helps to maintain that you get a really bright colour as well. So we've gone in towards the base here, and we're just trimming away 2 of the biots for each side. So like that. Then what we're going to do is, where it's quite fine, and there's both of them, just lay them on top of each other. I'm just going to trim away some of the fine tips, so we're just dealing with the nice thicker bit of the goose biot for the wing casing. Catch them both in, and then a couple of turns, and then what we're going to do is we're going to angle them down towards the jaws of my vise, and what that'll do is it'll just give a nice 45 degree taper to the goose biots when we fold them back over. So I'm just going to turn the vise on its side and then catch in the opposite side again. facing them down towards the jaws of the vice. So just hold them, and I'm just going to work our way back towards base of the thorax, back up, tidying up as we go. It's building up a bit of taper. Now at this bit, what you can do is you can put in a half hitch or whip finish, just in case you knock your thread and it all falls off the front. What I like to do is actually just get the hook and angle it slightly up. This just helps to protect you from when you're at the head. If you do knock your thread, you're not going to hopefully not going to knock your goose biots off. So what we're going to do is going to get both of them, going to fold them up over the eyes, just get hold of them, and then I'm just going to go in with 2 wraps just to secure them. A little bit of tension on the thread, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get hold of one side and then the other, and I'm going to cross them over so they're crossed on the top of the hook. So you can see that. This will help to give a nice taper to the wing casing. So another couple of wraps, just tighten them up, and then what I'm going to do is going to hold the thread with some tension, and I'm just going to go in and break away the goose biots. Now the reason for this is you get a much neater cut. So then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with the thread and just build up a nice head on the fly. So now go in with the whip finish. And trim away. So I'll just turn the hook back in the vise. It's nice and level. So what I'd do now normally is I'd go in with some t-shirt paint, some acrylic paint, but first I'd have to apply a coat of varnish, then the t-shirt paint, and then a few more coats of varnish. However, what I now do is I use the Upavon Neon Flex UV resin in fluoro orange to give my hot spots, and then I coat it with the UV clear coat to give a nice glossy finish. I have been quite open. Anybody that knows me, I really don't like resins. I've never really liked them. Since I tied a load of flies once, did myself a big buzzer box using resin, and it let me down. They went tacky, they went cloudy after a while, so I've always just stuck with varnish. However, I've been using this new Upavon stuff for quite a while, and it is absolutely fantastic. So let's take the lid off. It's got quite a fine applicator nozzle here, but I want to be really careful with how I'm applying the resin. So what I'm going to use is my dubbing needle. I'm just going to squeeze the bottle, get a little bit onto the end of my needle. I'm just going to turn, and then all I'm looking for is just a tiny dab at the back of each of the goose biots, like that, just as a little accent. And then I'm going to go in with the UV torch, the Upavon UV torch, and this stuff cures in 3 seconds. So that's cured. Now the perfect thing about this Neon Flex is it's actually still quite malleable and flexible. It's not going to crack like other resins, but for the best effects, and obviously I want to give the buzzer a nice glossy finish, I'm going to go in with the UV clear coat. This is going to go over the top and coat the whole fly with it. Put the lid on the orange one. So I'm just going to gently squeeze the bottle, just get a little bit on the back, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my dubbing needle. I'm just going to spread it around nice and evenly. On the top. Same again on the bottom, but this time what I'll do is I'll just put some on my needle because I don't need that much. Just going to some on the cheeks. A little bit more down the body. Just a touch more on the wing casings. Again, a little bit more on the thorax, and it will just help to accentuate that taper that we're looking for. Now we'll go in with the torch again. Like I said, it takes 3 seconds to cure. So I'll turn it upside down, do the underside first. So 1, 2, 3, turn it over, 1, 2, 3, that's it. Completely tack free. And that's the finished fly. Like I say, it's been one of my best buzzers for a number of years. Really simple to tie. I hope you gonna tie some during the winter ahead of the buzzer season when we start getting into April and May. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure you like and please subscribe to the channel, because there'll be lots more videos coming out. And if you want to take a look at any of the products, they're all available on the Upavon website, which is www.upavonflyfishing.co.uk.